So hi there everyone, welcome back to another episode of My Music. My name's Leon, I'm the one looking after you, and yeah, this it's kind of short series about my musical influences, and hopefully gives you a bit of understanding why I maybe say some of the things I do when I'm listening to songs. So we've done kind of my early years of music and discovering music through things like Status Quo, Fleetwood Mac, and of course Adam and the Ants. And of course we're moving into the 90s, and when of course that's when I was into my 20s, and I started discovering more and more music, and it was one of the times in my life that I really was trying to find more music. And this song I had heard underground through some of my brother's rave tapes, my younger brothers, but in mid 90s this became a mainstream song. And some of my mates used to laugh that if I was down, upset, or anything about this, all you had to do was put this song on and that would cheer me up. And this N-Trance Set You Free. And I love the song. To this day, it still makes me smile. And it's one of the first dance songs I probably truly loved. And it eventually became part of when I started DJing, a bit more mainstream instead of just kind of being a kind of amateur and before becoming a club resident. This was one of the songs I used to love playing. And as I said, still love it to this day. So if you're enjoying this and want to see more about my musical journeys, make sure you're hitting that like button, subscribing to the channel, hitting the notification bell, thoughts, comments, and requests below. And of course, if you check out the links in the video description, you can find things like my Amazon wishlist and my Patreon. And for my patrons, they also get access to the member section of my Discord, where there's a section with some my life in a mixtape, kind of podcast type things that feature some more of the music I've loved over the years. Don't be afraid to also check out the community tab for any updates and announcements. Right. Let's get on with this. I'm looking forward to this one. It's even from the very first bit when you get those raindrops at the start, it just instantly transports you into another dimension in a way. This song is just about to kick off and I love it. When I wake each morning, and the storm beats down on me, and I know we belong together. Only love can set you free. So, as I've said in many a song, when I've done the reaction, is I like those twiddly bits in the middles. And this is one of those songs that kind of got me into that style of bits, because you can hear it, da 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 da, boom, and then that kind of like keyboard bits, kind of to kind of keep the tempo, get you enthralled, and then ready to go again. And it just was coming from things like this. This song still makes me smile, still makes me want to get up and dance. And yeah, it's just back in the 90s was an absolute club classic. And I still think today you could play this in a club and people would go nuts. Set you free. remember my mate Michael, again there when you saw kind of car surfing out the sunroof, my mate Michael doing that to this song. And yeah, we used to put this on all the time when we were out and about in the car. When, you know, we just used to cruise around town, you know, either me and him or with the girls. And yeah, this song was just epic.
Set you free.
As I said, it takes me back to DJing days. It takes me back to those days with my mates. And again, it was one of those songs that made me fall more. I mean, I'd been DJing a bit when I was 18, 19, and music at the time wasn't the greatest. And well, actually, no, going back earlier than that, we were like fully 14, 15 when we started and doing those youth club discos and all that. And I fell out of love with it for a while. Did a bit more again when I was 18, 19, and still loved it. And then kind of took a break from it until I was mid-20s. And then this was the start of me getting really back into music. And then all of a sudden I found myself in a position where I started DJing a club, doing the kind of odd nights as the quiet nights and that. And then of course that then led to me becoming the main DJ, which I then did for 5 years. And this was one of those songs that just I love to play, because playing it loud is just the only way to play it. Again, one of those drops I talked about.
When I hold you, baby, feel your heart beat close to me. Wanna stay in your arms forever. Only love can set you free.
As I said, it's just, as I said, it's that started getting that passion for getting more active music. And I remember getting the music in the car changed from being more rock and roll to more dancey. And as I said, it just then led to other bits and pieces in my life. As I said, it was one of those songs that kind of, as I said, it just stuck with me, and it helped me change and grow in my musical tastes. And as I said, it took me off in a different direction, because dance music was, at the time, of course, because of the kind of the culture that was going around with it, it was kind of not acceptable apart from the younger ones. And I said I was up in my 20s by then, and it took me a little while to really get into it, and I'm honest enough to say that. But it then started a lot of chain of events for me musically that altered the next 5 or 6 years of my life. And as I said, songs that stick with you, that you can literally go back to the moment you hear them, and you can remember the ones that you find influence you the most. I found. So this was one of them, and it's why it's featuring on this series. As I said, so different. You go back to the Status Quo and Fleetwood Mac. It's very, very different. As I said, and it's also kind of that bit where as I said, learned to appreciate that music just didn't have to be like that. You could do that, and then do something different, and then go back to that. So, yeah, it was just one of those songs that had a massive impact on my life and shaped me to where I am now. And the next one does the same, only a couple of years later, but to this day, it's another song that always makes me laugh. But we'll be doing that next. If you're enjoying this and want to see more like this, please make sure you're hitting that like button, subscribing to the channel with that notification bell. Do check out the comment section and leave thoughts, requests, and things like that, because we're going to be doing a lot of new videos soon. And if you want to see more like this, let me know, because I've got many more songs that I could go through to show you some of the influences and songs that mean a lot to me. But also I want to know what songs that mean a lot to you. So it doesn't have to, we would love to do more of this. We've got my music, we can do more of your music. Check out the community tab for updates and announcements, and as I said, check out the video description for ways you can support the channel. I'll see you all in the next one. Hope you keep enjoying them. I'll see you next time.